The total cost of the tickets is $210. The school football team is hosting a fundraising dinner. Tickets are $20 for adults, $15 for seniors, and $6 for children. The expression 20A plus 15S plus 6C represents the total sales for A, adult, S, senior tickets, and C, child tickets. Marielle sold 6 adult, 4 senior, and 8 child tickets. Evaluate the expression to find Marielle's total sales. Marielle's total sales are $228. Stacy is thinking of a number, which she calls n. She triples it and then adds 10. Write an expression to represent Stacy's final number. What is Stacy's final number if her Tiana is thinking of a number, which she calls n. She subtracts 5 and then finds half of the difference. Which expression represents Tiana's number? What is Tiana's final number if her starting number is 23? Way to go! Ty runs his own landscaping business. He earns $30 per hour pulling weeds, $25 per hour raking leaves, and $20 per hour cutting the grass. Ty wants to know how much he earns each week. Which expression represents the total amount Ty earns? This week, Ty works 6 hours pulling weeds, 4 hours raking leaves, and 9 hours cutting grass. How much money does he earn? Eric works at the deli on weekends to earn extra money. He makes $10 per hour making sandwiches and $14 per hour delivering orders. Eric puts half of his total earnings in a savings account for college. He wants to know how much he saves each week. Which expression represents the total amount of money Eric saves for working S hours making sandwiches and D hours delivering orders? To find the amount Eric saves, add the amount he earns making sandwiches and delivering orders. Then multiply by 1/2. Nice work. This weekend, Eric makes sandwiches for 5 hours and delivers orders for 4 hours. How much money does he save? Let's review what you learned today. You wrote expressions with variables. Monique works for H hours as a lifeguard this week, earning $12 per hour. She also earns $20 for dog sitting. Which expression represents how much money Monique will make this week? You found the value of an expression. How much money will Monique make if she works 10 hours this week as a lifeguard and also dog sits? Use the expression 12H plus 20.
At the ski shack, customers can rent skis, snowboards, boots, and poles by the day. Josh rents a snowboard and a helmet. The expression 52S plus 10 represents the total cost to rent a snowboard for S days, plus the fee for the helmet. What does the term 52S represent? At the ski shack, customers can rent skis, snowboards, boots, and poles by the day. Ava is renting a snowboard. Lucia has her own skis, but she needs to rent boots. Which expression represents the total cost for Ava to rent a snowboard for S days and Lucia to rent boots for B days? The cost of the snowboard rental is the daily rate times the number of days, 52S. The cost of the boot rental is the daily rate times the number of days, 30B. The total cost is 52S plus 30B. Ava rents the snowboard for 4 days. Lucia rents the boots for 5 days. What is the total cost of the rentals? At the ski shack, customers can rent skis, snowboards, boots, and poles by the day. Mrs. Alvarez is renting skis and poles. She has a coupon for $18 off. Which expression represents the total cost for Mrs. Alvarez to rent skis for S days and poles for P days? Mrs. Alvarez rents skis and poles for 3 days. What is the total cost of the rental?